Yo, what's going on, Team Nerd Herd? This is Jeff at Geek Driven, and we're here for another episode of Cover Lovers. We are here with our CBSI affiliate, uh, our good friend Mike Morello. What's going on, Mike? How's your?
How's it going?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you doing? You're the one with the baby and the time off now.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, things are good, man. He's 2 weeks old and change is just a lump at the moment, but but no, everything's good. Everything's really good. It's nice to have the time off. Nice summer. It's hot here in Tennessee. We had a heat index of 110, so I'm feeling all you. I'm feeling all you West Coasters today.
Oh man,
some of that Arizona shit today. That's not good. It's everything's great, man. And you know me, I really look forward to the show every week. It's my therapy. So it's good to see all you jokers. No Alonzo this week, so we should have a ton of views.
Yeah. We cats away, the mice will play. So with that said, we got some of the Team Nerd Herd with us, and with no Alonzo, looks like we got an Anthony.
Oh, what's up, guys? They called in for the relief pitcher here, so decided to come in tonight and bother some people.
All good.
But
how about
great
you,
to be on the
Rob?
show, man?
Good.
All right. I'm doing good. I don't know if you can see this. That's what I had earlier today.
Oh, you had mochi donuts. You suck.
Yeah.
I've never had a mochi donut.
So good.
They're good. Awesome. The weather was 110 over there, huh? It was 69 degrees over here, bro. It's nice and cool and chilling. San Diego weather.
That's San Diego. He don't speak for Orange County.
It's only San Diego. Actually, it's just this little area in San Diego called La Jolla. It's just like perfectly 69, 70 degrees all year. But the rest of the country is hellhole. Hey, Big Rob, Rob Stern, or West Coast Big Rob on Instagram nowadays. Happy to be here.
It may be like that on the West Coast, but over here on the East Coast, it was 84 degrees. So
hey, all right.
So I'm the one with the worst weather. How does that happen?
so hot, you can fry an egg on the sidewalk.
I was just chilling. It was nice today.
No, Arizona.
No such thing as chilling today. There was no chilling anywhere, even with a freaking popsicle and the air conditioning blasting. There was no such thing as chilling.
Ouch.
Oh, I know how that feels. We'll have our dog days of summer coming soon. Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah, those days where you change your boxers twice. Yeah, those.
Oh, you gotta take like 2 or 3 showers a day just to feel decent for an hour.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well, let's give a shout out to our 4 horsemen, our wrenches. Give it a shout out to Uncle Rudy, Something Wong, Danime, etc., and Glenn 2K12. Thank you, fellas. Really appreciate you. And then we'll give a shout out to our resident DJ at Beats by Monster. Thank you so much, Eddie. We really appreciate your music, and we really appreciate you. With that done, let's give a shout out to the chat. So this thing keeps jumping on me. All right, Anthony's doing double duty. Thank you, Anthony. And then we got Alonzo. I don't know what the hell you doing, man. Aren't you on the craps table right now?
Probably.
What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? All right, we got Glenn from across the pond. We got Doreen Batmites in the house. We got Steve. I saw you guys, and sorry I didn't say anything in the chat, but I did watch the movie and it was a good movie. So we'll talk about that later. And I think we've got a Copy 801. Now, Anthony's on the show, so Copy can't give us any negative.
What's up?
All the no's in the world.
Copy, I'm going to tell you right now. There is no covers for you this week. There is not a cover.
So we're gonna get a lot of negative copy today. Okay, got it. I got it.
Yeah.
We got Lord Chucks in the house. What up, Lord Chucks? What up? All right. I want to say we're probably caught up. I don't see anything else. Yep, that's it. That's it for now. So with that done, let's go ahead and move it on to the deck. All right. So let me get situated here. Yeah, I don't have 2 screens like Alonzo. I'm not rich. All right.
I would have done it. I have 2 screens.
That's all good. It's all good. I can get it. All right. So we've got our first incentives of the week, and this is going to be House of Slaughter. I believe it's number 8.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. We got the 1 in 50 by Takashi Murakami, and we got the 1 in 75 by Francesco Francavilla. So, Mike, what do you think?
Man, 1 in 75 is a tough call, man. I mean, I know people are ordering this book, but 75 copies to end up with a Francavilla. Look, and hey, I love Francavilla. Don't get me wrong, but come on, man. Like, that's a huge ask for people. I don't particularly love either of these covers. I especially don't like that there's really zero spec on either one of the, on any of the House of Slaughter stuff. I like Francavilla a lot. This doesn't feel like a Francavilla to me, though. Like, I'm thinking, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina stuff. I'm thinking of like Archie. I'm thinking of, some of that stuff. Even his Vader's Castle stuff that gives like this cool, dark mod kind of like horror poster feel. This doesn't have that. I feel like this is lacking what Francavilla should bring to the table on a cover like this. So I'm kind of no on both. The other one's just boring to me. The Murakami. These are kind of both hard passes for me. Neither of them are bad. There's nothing wrong with the Francesco Francavilla, but it's just like at a 1 in 75, even if I paid half ratio for that, I would feel like I got robbed. So yeah, I'm a no on these.
How about you, Mike? I mean, Big Rob.
The key word there is boring. Yeah, most of these covers are legit boring. I have no interest. I wouldn't care in the world to buy any of these for free. I actually gave up on House of Slaughter. I think issue 4. The story was not interesting. It was just like whatever for me, to be honestly. So the art, the 1 in 75, it's pretty basic art. Nothing. It's not bad. Most of the covers are not bad. They're not good neither. So it's just boring. So for me, it's a big skip. I suggest everybody else do a skip on this one as well. So
Frozen Garbage copy. Frozen Garbage doesn't smell. Hot.
It's hot.
So this is not that bad, I guess. This is okay. It's garbage, but it's frozen at least, so it doesn't smell bad.
Anthony, what do you think?
The 1 in 50. I mean, I agree with both Mike and Rob. These are completely boring pictures. Okay. The 1 in 50, what I do like about it is how the jacket does stand out. You see all the bends and stuff, the creases in the coat, and it looks pretty realistic. But the wall looks like he's standing next to Godzilla, which, I mean, I don't know why it's like that. There's got to be some kind of reason why, with the lizard type skin, but it's so big that, like I said, it reminds me of Godzilla, with his scales and stuff. While with the 1 in 75, I mean, normally you see 1 in 50 and a 1 in 100. 75 is like,
Maybe Boom's like, we're not moving 100 of these to any shop, so we're gonna go 1 in 75.
Thanks to ZL. That is Rico Murakami, not Takashi.
Okay. So while you got the Godzilla on one end, you got Rodan on the other with the pterodactyl wings, so because these guys must be sniffing some kaiju love lately.
Wow.
But besides that, no thanks.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. These are quite boring. I mean, art's not terrible, don't get me wrong. Right. It's just boring. And the fact that, the 1 in 50 looks like the background is wallpaper or tile, like bathroom tile. And then you got the 1 in 75 that it basically looks like the wings off of like Venom, right? So, and the House of Slaughter books aren't doing that well per se. The storyline hasn't been as intriguing as Something's Killing the Children. Also, I think they just started a new arc. So I mean,
6 wasn't bad. I read 6. It wasn't bad. I thought it was a good start for the new arc, but now we got to see how 7's going to do, you know.
Okay.
While 1 through 5 was boring. They gave you the ending in issue 1, so there was nothing to look forward to. There was no anticipation, you know.
Yeah, I don't want a love story in my horror comic. Like,
yes,
come on, guys,
that's the other thing, you know.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do. I don't care about whatever. We can be as, you know, woke in comics as we want, but it's not about any of that. Just like I don't want romance in my horror comics. Get it out of there, man. What are you doing?
Right.
This is the story about how I killed my lover, you know.
It's like romance novels with all the horror stories.
Yeah, it feels like exactly.
All right. Well, enough of the House of Slaughter. Slaughter did enough. All right, we got Jennifer Blood, the 1 in 7 cosplay variant, and we got Immortal Red Sonja, the cosplay variant 1 in 20.
Alonzo, you asshole! Really? He had to do this to me, right?
Oh, I'm saving Mike for last on this one. Then
I gotta go close the door now.
Big Rob, what you think?
Obviously, the Jennifer Blood, dude. That ass is
that ass.
It's okay. It's awesome.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper as well. It has a cool gimmick to it. The gunshots on the actual cover. Well, that's just it's different. I really don't see that, like actual gunshots on the cover. So that's a cool gimmick. It's different. I personally like her a lot more than the redhead.
Copy liked one.
Yeah. So it's just cool. So yes, and just based on all that, it's a cool pickup. Is it worth $7 or whatever this is selling for $10? I don't know. But
Glenn went to go get some tissues.
Definitely a $4, $5. I'll do that for this book. But yeah, the Immortal Red Sonja 1 in 20, $20 copy or around $15-$20. No thanks. It's just a generic picture of a Red Sonja cosplayer. I'm good.
How about you, Anthony?
Nice copy. Good use of the double T on the button. Yeah.
I mean, let me see. Would I want the girl with the gun or the one with the axe? I mean, you know, that's a tough call. I mean, you can hide a gun, you know, so. But I mean, the whole thing
in that costume, not really.
No, but would you want to have a girl with a gun or the one with the axe?
I don't know. It depends how close you are.
Yeah. But
depends if she likes you.
Making sure the door is closed. No, I mean, I don't get cosplay covers, you know, but in this case, it's, you know,
we get it.
It's, you know, eye candy, you know, it's Dynamite. Dynamite's all about eye candy, you know, so they do this better than anybody else in the business right now. So, you know, Red Sonja looks okay, but Jennifer Blood, I gotta agree with Rob. I'm digging the spandex over the chainmail right now. Well, lack thereof. Mike.
All right, so yeah, Alonzo,
the other married man among
he's
the
trying to kill me here. Well, he knows like my call sign over there on CBSI, but yeah, I mean we got butt covers going on, right? And so spoiler alert for Cover Fire this week, which drops tomorrow. I say in the tagline at the beginning, you know it's a bad week for covers when you're seriously looking at the cosplay covers as the best covers of the week.
Wow, that's bad.
It's bad. So I talk about these because there's trade dress versions of both of these that are not incentives this week. There's there's whatever they are, B or C covers or whatever they are for each of these. My initial response, of course, to be cheeky is to say yes, is to say yes to both, because
I almost did a spit take.
I mean, the Immortal Red Sonja is a much better conceptualized photograph.
Yes.
And honestly, just a better photograph at the end of the day. Whereas the Jennifer Blood is obviously a sexier cover. So they both have their their pros. But I mean, I just don't do cosplay covers, man. I don't know. I feel like a creep buying photographs of comic book cosplay people. I don't know. I can't do it. So these are both passes for me because they're cosplay, but they're both really good cosplay covers. And
you don't
really
like their soft porn covers?
Oh yeah, like that, like whatever the hell that thing was last week, that Carla Cohen thing. Which yes, I'm gonna go live and say
yeah.
I actually got a set of those. So
oh wow!
I could not pass up $55 for the whole set. So I got the whole set. All right, so don't hate me, and I'm gonna sell them. So.
Sure.
But either way, why would I need to keep them when I could just buy these two cosplay covers? But either way, these are maybe two of the best cosplay covers I've ever seen. And they're both dropping on the same week, which is impressive. I like the Red Sonja one better from a compositional standpoint, but obviously from an eye candy standpoint, the Jennifer Blood is a better cover. So I don't know. Yes to both, no to both. I don't know how to answer, but my wife doesn't mind. Although my mom and dad are watching tonight, so.
Oh, that's even better than the wife watching. I'm sorry.
Hey, I warned them in advance if they wanted to watch. We're going to swear and we're going to talk about butts. So that's just the way it is.
Well, I think this is probably the worst of it, so we're going to be okay after this.
Yeah, I think so too.
Even though I gotta admit, the Jennifer Blood with the gunshots and the glass coming through, that adds a unique perspective.
That's a cool gimmick. Yeah, I like it.
Yes, it is. That's not easy to do.
Well, see, I don't even know if that's an added thing to after the fact, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah,
after the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. Some Photoshop trick. Yeah.
Yeah, and the same thing with the other one, because I'm sure that, like, when I look at the 1 in 20, I mean, I can't even tell that's a real photo. They put enough, I guess, filters through it.
The lighting is really well manipulated on this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it actually looks like art. So
like with Carla Cohen.
I mean, put this up against a Carla Cohen or a Selena.
Yes.
From 4 feet away, and you might have a difficult time deciphering which one's the photo and which one's the drawing.
Right.
I agree. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I would rather pick the 1 in 20 just because it looks like art, but it is a photo. I just like that where you get a photo, it looks like art. You get an art, looks like a photo, right? Like I like those juxtaposition between the two different, types of art or covers. Yeah. So that's what I like, but you're not gonna go wrong with the Jennifer Blood one. I mean, just for the cover, of course, because that's a really cool concept with the bullet holes. So I get that. So but I actually, my choice is the 1 in 20. But yeah. I'm not getting either, so it doesn't really matter. All right. Let's see. We've got Spider-Gwen verse number 3, and we got What If Miles Morales. I believe it's number 5. It could be number 4.
4.
I think it's number 4. Okay. So we got the 1 in 25 by Peach Momoko on the Gwen verse, and we got the Paco Medina 1 in 10. Anthony, start with you.
I personally am a fan of the designer variants, but the fact that it's a 1 in 25 and they jacked the price up is a huge disappointment. Okay, art wise, it's pretty good, for Peach. I'm not the biggest Peach Momoko fan. She's hit or miss, in my opinion. This one is more of a hit. I like the designs for the costume and the different styles of the face and the helmet and stuff, but because I've always liked I've always liked design covers. Now the 1 in 10 Paco Medina, it's all right. The What If series, I don't like it so much. I mean, it's essentially, what's funny is that they're both doing almost the same thing. You got Spider-Gwen with different versions. One's Iron Man, one's Thor, one's, and Miles is the same. They're both mirror images of each other. So, but if I had to choose, I would choose the Peach Momoko one.
How about you, Mike?
If you forced me to choose between these two books,
yes, sir, we're forcing you.
if you personally are forcing me to choose between these two books, I fucking quit collecting comics because I'm not bringing either of these into my house. These are terrible.
Like, this is where I hand you back your free book.
I will hand you back. I'll pay. What's cover price on these?
Sorry, yeah, and that's $4 the
probably.
All right, $4. I didn't realize they're not going to sell for $4 because they jacked up the price and money grab on the Momoko, and that's going to be a $25 cover.
No,
I'll pay you cover price to not make me take either one of these home.
Let me tell you something. The design Peach Momoko covers have been going for between $50 to $75.
Yeah, but it's double ratio probably.
Yes, it's ridiculous.
That's because it's Momoko, and it's Gwen.
No, but the weird thing is design covers are normally 1 in 10s.
Yeah, but they've been making her Momokos 125, 1 in 50s, 1 in 100.
Yeah, they've gotten way out of hand.
Mm-hmm. Here's what I can't understand. With all the other artists, when there's a good cover, it sells for a premium. When they don't produce a good cover, it doesn't sell for a premium. But when it's Peach Momoko, it doesn't seem to matter. People will just pay for garbage. I don't understand it. Like, she's got plenty of great covers. Don't get me wrong. She does. She has plenty of very good covers, and I understand why people like her. She's not my taste, and that's okay. But I will give the devil her due when she produces a really good cover. I'm the first one on Cover Fire to say it out loud, and she's usually the winner.
Yeah,
on those weeks. But when she's producing trash, I just don't understand why people are they really?
Oh, you froze.
Well, do they really possibly like this cover that much? And then B, do they really think that she's that good all the time? That's what bothers me. Like, why would you always just blindly pay a premium for these books? Are people trying to be completists? Is that what it is? They want everything she's ever produced. I mean, I would.
That's nuts.
I would do that with Hughes, maybe, possibly Frisson, but certainly not Peach.
One thing I have to admit. Sorry, Rob. I didn't mean to cut in. Last week I was on Bird City Comics Nearing Nirvana on Friday night, and they were talking about Peach Momoko. Okay, now Peach Momoko. She does a ton of work, okay, and she makes sure now, despite how everyone feels about her artwork, whether you like it or not, she at least does all her covers on time. She sticks to her schedule.
True, and she works her ass off, and that's what they were trying to say on that show, and I really appreciate that, and so I get that, and that's huge. That goes a long way,
right? But my whole thing is maybe she's doing too much.
Yep.
Because there were some covers that they showed which were absolutely phenomenal.
Yep.
Phenomenal. And I honestly didn't think they were Peach Momokos, but they were gorgeous. Much better than what she shows here. So she is a great artist. But is Marvel letting her, are they just limiting her instead of just giving her the drawing board and say, draw your heart out, give us something great?
Copy. So we had a similar conversation maybe 2 months ago about Jenny Frisson. We thought she was doing too much work there for a while, and her covers were starting to look phoned in, and people weren't paying for them. People wouldn't even pay cover price for them. So why, for the exact same phenomenon, are people? That's my question. Why are they still paying that kind of money for the Peach stuff? I just don't understand. What is the allure to her work that the other artists don't have? It doesn't make sense. Maybe Rob, we've cut you off 1,000 times.
Yeah, sorry.
I personally think there's several factors here. Peach Momoko, Gwen Stacy or Spider-Gwen, and Miles Morales, the character. Those three factors, people are completists when it comes to Peach Momoko, Spider-Gwen, and Miles. So these books are always going to sell for at least ratio, or if not more. So it doesn't matter how shitty the cover is, how bad it is. I personally would burn these covers because they're so bad.
Yeah,
but
don't say that. Copy really will.
Copy said he was going to say Clippers to them. I think is what he said.
That's really not a lot of likes when you really think about it.
You don't want to do that, man.
No,
that's not something we want to see.
I rather burn them. But yeah, the reason they sell because it's completion is that this kind of these characters and Peach Momoko in particular brings that kind of Funko crowd. Yep. They need it. It has to be completed. I need the full set. Fuck everything else. They're not like comic book collectors. They're different. It's a different kind of crowd that attracts Peach Momoko, Spider-Gwen, and Miles Morales.
Yeah. So okay, this is just my personal opinion. People like that type of. There are certain people who like that type of art, just that anime style type of art on comic books, regular comic books, especially like Marvel or DC, right? Because you're not getting a Marvel or DC anime version usually. I mean, 9.9 times out of 10. So this is the closest they'll get to get that version. Momoko is one of those artists that people love because of that art style. Don't get me wrong, I like Momoko, I really do. I like a lot of her covers. I like her art style, but I'm also not a fool, and I know when I don't like something of hers. And this is to say, like, to every single, like, probably like 90% of the comic book artists today, I can say that I like a bunch of their covers, and then there's a bunch of covers that I don't like. There's a bunch of artists that I really love collecting, and I can show you at least a handful of covers that I don't like from them. So, I mean, it goes all the way around where everybody, it's just because it's Momoko. She's made so many damn covers recently. She's just out there in the zeitgeist. So she's out there more in name right now. And maybe it's just, it's too much. We're flooded. Just like the ladies have said, she works really hard. So at some point she's going to get, tired. She's going to get, she is going to phone something in at some point, right? Because you're working so hard on certain other things.
No, check this out. She averages about 22 covers a month.
See, and that's crazy. That's basically one a damn day. Every day that a work day of the week, she's drawing a cover. So I mean, it's not necessarily easy.
That's too much.
Yeah, and after a while, you gotta expect it. Out of 22 covers, you're not going to get 22 for 22 every month.
Right.
Just not impossible.
Hey, Inja, I'm going to tell you now to save you suspense. Spoiler alert. This is a bad week for covers, bro. If you want, there's only, in my opinion, there's one nice cover this week, and it's an A cover.
I didn't see the deck, so.
No, and it's not even in this deck. It's just an A cover. It's not even in this deck.
And
go by Iron Fist. Go by the EM Gist. That's all you're going to like this week. Promise.
The funny thing is, I out of these two, if I have to pick, I'm picking the Momoko.
Yeah, it's better.
It's just better. Period.
It's better, but
I'm not saying it's
not
good
great
enough for a 1 in 25 either. I honestly believe it should have been a 1 in 10.
Yes, absolutely.
Or a B cover.
Let me tell you something. When they announced that these were like $75, $100, I was so disappointed because I was looking forward to getting the design covers because I like I said, I like design covers, and I don't think it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't. I appreciated it, but I'm not spending all that money on a 1 in 25 for this.
Saying it's better is like saying it's better to put my hand on dry ice than it is to light it on fire. But I mean, that doesn't make it good. I don't know. That's hard.
Yeah,
that's hard.
No. I'm not saying it's good. I'm definitely just saying it's better than the Medina.
It's better than the Medina. That's true.
And that's it. I I'm probably not going to get either one of these. And
Yeah, I mean,
I've been getting some of the Gwenverse Momokos. So I mean,
holy cow.
but if I were you, I would wait. These will probably come back down.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
actually, probably
Yes.
guarantee in 3 weeks these things come back down.
Yeah.
And
So-
there's some store exclusives that look better.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't worry, Anthony. I'm sure you'll be able to get your design variants for cheaper.
No,
So
I like my Nakayama main covers, so I'm happy with those, and the Greg Lands.
Agreed. I like the Greg Land this week too. I didn't feature it this week, but I like it. It's good.
I'll have to go check that one out. I have not made my list this week yet, so
It's got. I mean, it's got land disorder where the head's a little big, but otherwise,
that's normal land.
Yeah, normal land.
Okay, so we've got the Street Fighter.
I like my Nakayama Harley Quinn.
We got the Street Fighter swimsuit special 1 in 5. Alonzo put a WTF on here.
Don't get me started on this.
But let's start with Big Rob.
Yes, please.
All right, I am a big Street Fighter fan. I buy a lot of Street Fighter covers, toys, whatever I can find Street Fighter. I buy all the time. But the first thing I thought of is when I saw this, Alf. I thought of Alf.
Oh, the Alf! Oh my god!
Yeah, that's the first thing when he's raping the seal.
Oh,
it's the first image popped in my head because you can't really notice the guy's lower torso under the Blanca balloon. Yeah. So it looks like he's totally just raping. Is that who's that? Is that Dan? I'm not sure.
My god, it probably is.
Yeah, that's probably Dan because he's a goofball. Right? I can see him drowning, and Ryu saving him. So ignore that. The actual art, it's the traditional Street Fighter art. It's very anime. It's very that kind of vibe. So I personally like it. Usually, typically the art. I just realized Blanca's all the way in the back in the corner. That's kind of funny, but yeah. So the art itself it's good. It's just I guess we call the
positioning.
The positioning of the characters is a horrible, horrible outcome that I'm pretty sure he did not think about when he was doing. But oh well, it is what it is. Based on just that niche, because people do collect these niche covers of people who looks like they're getting raped on the cover. So that aspect it's a possible collection type, but catch it much later when you can find it for like $5-6 or cheaper than that, right? So,
oh my gosh!
All right, Mike.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, go look up Alf number 48. I think it's 48.
I gotta check that out.
I think it is too.
Yeah, so Alf Comics. I think was it Marvel or Star?
He's wearing an inner tube.
Star, which is
Marvel.
Marvel.
Inner tube.
Yeah. It's
I see it. I remember this one now. Okay.
It's pretty bad. So this kind of reminds me. I mean, this is not for me on 1,000 levels. It's not for me because I'm not a Street Fighter guy. It's not for me because it's a homage done poorly. It's not for me because it's like 1993 art. It's not for me because it's all kinds of reasons. This is so not for me in any way, shape, form, or manner.
Mike is just laying down the hammer.
I can't. This is one that I would absolutely hand back and say, hold for Rob.
I think I ordered it too. I think I did pre-order this.
Of course you did.
Wow, of course.
Yeah, because it's 1 in 5, right? So it's just cover price.
It's probably cheap. Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, it's got to be cover price.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we escaped art like this 30 years ago.
Oh God.
So
well, let me tell you something. I just saw what a Alf 48 goes for at 9.8. This will never, ever reach that level.
No, well, that book's infamous, though. That Alf book is.
It is. Very, but you can see, you can see and laugh at that cover. This one, you got me scratching my head. Like, what was the artist thinking? Okay, I mean, because it just looks wrong on so many levels, and yet you have, what's her name,
Chun-Li
in a two-piece bikini, standing there, wondering what the hell are these guys doing. and she's in the background. You know, and this is a cover. Okay, you know, you would think a swimsuit special would be better than this. You know, I don't mind the artwork. I'm an anime fan. I'm a manga fan. Okay, I love this type of artwork. I just don't like the picture.
It's a bad design.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, whoever was the editor, and you know, like they didn't say like, listen, dude, your promo needs to, you know, your preview, you got to draw something, give me something faster, you know, because this is not gonna work. I mean,
it's bad in a lot of so many ways.
Yeah, so
they could have just zoomed out and it would have not come to that conclusion.
Actually, yeah, if you zoomed out a little bit, at least actually a little bit more, a lot more.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot better. But art-wise, it's really not good. Like there's way too many lines on these muscles. I feel like if I punch one of them, they're just gonna brittly break.
That's the style. Pieces. That's your style.
I mean,
the muscles on their necks look like tunnels.
It's too many shadows.
This is Rob Liefeld, Captain America, all the way.
Yes, I would agree. This is Captain America without the shirt. Absolutely.
Chest out to here.
Yep. This is definitely it. Because goddamn, Dan looked like he's caving in there. It's like I got an ass crack on his chest. The only thing I like about this cover is what it says here: swimsuit special. That is literally the only thing, because it's like nostalgia for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit special. But that's it. That's literally the only thing that's cool about this cover. So WTF for sure.
Yeah.
Man.
By the way, Dan's hand, the one on the right side, is horribly drawn. It almost looks like he's missing shit.
Yeah.
The seaweed is drawn. It looks like it's tattooed on him.
Yeah, it does.
It's really bad. You know how bad the covers are this week when we have this damn cover on here.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We've got Seven Sons, 1 in 25 by Jay Lee. Another WTF by Alonzo.
I didn't even see the WTF, and I just said, what the hell?
Everybody doesn't look like they're still thinking about it.
What is Jay Lee
say about it? Like
Jay Lee does this shit all the time.
Look, just don't do children like that ever.
That just looks creepy on so many levels.
Yeah, Jay Lee, infant, right? Looks creepy as hell. Sorry, Mike.
No, that's fine. Jay Lee's art is already polarizing as it is. He has a very unique style. Right. It's clearly him. You could spot it a mile away, and it works for a lot of things. But there are some times where it just doesn't work. And this is one of the times where it doesn't work. And I think there's like 3 different versions of this cover, like different colors or some nonsense. And you've got dudes in diapers holding babies sacrificially. A cover is supposed to entice me to read the story inside, right? This makes me want to avoid this comic book like the plague. I don't want to go anywhere near what's on the interior. I'm frightened about what I might see in the interior of this comic book. I will not even open.
I might feel change after looking on the inside.
And I really like Jay Lee. I have a commission from him. Like I'm a fan. I like his style. I know it's a little strange, but I like it. You go back and look at his old Deadpool and Wolverine covers; they are astounding.
Yeah,
but this does not translate well for his style. This is the wrong book for him to be drawing.
Big Rob.
Just for time constraints, it's trash. What's up, Anthony?
Enough said. How about you, Anthony?
Ditto on everything Mike said. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, this would actually give me nightmares. So if it's gonna give me nightmares, it ain't going near my collection.
Damn,
it's hard. Good. It's horrible.
Even Jay went, dude. You want me to draw what?
I'm not one for horror books, and there's a few I would not touch this at all. just based on the cover.
And I even wonder if it's like not even a horror book.
No, it's some weird book.
You know what I like most about this book is the way they did the trade dress, the 7 with the cross hatches. That's clever.
I was about to say that. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Otherwise, no.
It's see, you know, the covers are bad when we're saying the trade dress is better than the fucking cover art.
The background.
That's 2 books.
So far, we're buying cosplay covers and trade dress. We'll cut the rest of the cover off.
Just a blank cover. Just give me the blank cover.
Okay.
All right. We got XMen Red. I believe this is number 3 or
that
4.
Sounds right.
Okay, 3, number 1 in 25. Arthur Adams. Finally, something a little bit more decent. So, Mike, you sounded like you wanted to start, so let's go.
Yeah. So, first of all, I think Storm doesn't have enough covers, right? So I love when I see a Storm cover. Arthur Adams, classic artist, great stuff. Maybe a little bit too much going on this one. It's not his best work, but there's impact at least to this cover. I'll give it that. There's a stylistic impact to the cover, and I don't hate it. As a 1 in 25, this will never sell for $25. This will be, unless there's something really important in the guts. This is probably a $10 cover. He's a polarizing artist. Some people really like him. Some people really don't. Go back and look at his Ghost Rider that everybody wants, and you can see why. You look at a book like this, and you're like, I don't know. It kind of looks like a trading card from 1997. I'm not sure I like it. But It's not terrible. It's sadly one of the best covers we've looked at this week. I don't want it, but I don't hate it. Let's put it that way.
Big Rob.
Yeah, Anthony said it was $45, Mike. So
that's a double ratio.
Get out.
Yeah,
that's a big pass.
So I don't want to say much about this. It's fucking boring to me personally. It's a big skip. I was just like, I'll blend into the background in the comic book shop. I wouldn't even look at it twice. It was just like, okay, whatever, move on to that thing. So as for incentive, this is a huge skip. It's super generic. Maybe a B cover would have been okay for this. This is a $4 book all the way, and it's $45. You're insane. Whoever paid that, you're speculating, trying to blow up the price or what. But unless something is going on in the guts, that's the only thing that give this book any grace. But if it's not, is this going to be a future $7 book? Backpins.
By the way, for that Seven Sons book, the regular A cover is the same cover we just looked at, but in red, not in blue. Okay. And then there's also a black and white variant of it. There's 3 versions of that sucker on the shelf.
That's got to be creepy with that red cover.
You got to burn them all.
Yeah.
Got to burn them all. Got to burn them all
out. How about you, Anthony?
I mean, Arthur Adams always has a very unique style, like where you could always, like Jay Lee, you could spot it a mile away. I think that this is a little too busy, and I agree with Mike. There's not enough Storm covers out there, this with the hammer and, her being, supposed to be like the goddess of thunder. I mean, she is a goddess, but she's not the goddess of thunder, so I don't know why they have her dressing like an Asgardian. And there are some covers that Arthur Adams just knocks out the park, one of which I'm looking forward to, which is coming out in August, but this one, this is a hard pass for me, especially a 1 in 25 that's technically a $50 book. I mean, come on. No way.
Doesn't have that. It just doesn't.
It doesn't entice me enough to want to spend that money.
No.
Even though I don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, I like Arthur Adams, but sometimes it's just, I don't know, too much. Sometimes he draws the guys and girls really, really thick. Like Rob said, I don't like this picture or this drawing of her with that background. It just blends in too much. It's too much. It's my eyes. I feel dizzy.
That's a lot to take.
I really like.
Right.
I understand that this cover is going for a little bit more than Rachel, just because they're storm cover lovers. Literally,
Right.
just they collect storm covers. There are Arthur Adam fans, so yes, again, another reason why maybe people are picking it up. And it's a mashup of two characters, right? You got Thor and you got Storm.
Right.
So a lot of people like those kind of things as well.
Is that Thorm?
Yeah. It's either Thorm or Store.
I'll take the Thorm.
Yeah.
Thorm.
Just
But he's one of these artists.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
We're not making fun of anybody with the lisp, okay?
Nah.
I wasn't listening. I was just spelling it.
He's one of these artists that sometimes less is better.
Yeah.
You know, like there's this X-Men cover that he's doing of Phoenix, of Jean Grey Phoenix, that's coming out in August, that I think is absolutely beautiful. And it's a basic cover with, you know, just her hair's in the air with the fire behind her. That's it. And it's a gorgeous cover. This is just way too much happening. You know, it's too much.
If you look at it closely, the inner, you can't really see the inner thighs, right, to her legs. So it looks like a brown egg.
Oh, well, but I see the dress, so I mean I get it.
Yeah.
But
I'm blinded by the light.
Yeah, there's nothing in the guts of it. So maybe someone dies, but who really cares when someone dies in the comic books? No one's really dead.
Not anymore, because they come back to issues later.
Just Uncle Ben. So yeah, I mean, I would pass on it. I have a couple Art Adams covers, like that Hulk one and some of his Hidden Gem ones. So, but nah, this is a pass for me, especially at $45.
Yeah, no way.
Maybe 20, maybe a little less.
You know, Midtown tends to price them a little higher, you know, so maybe you'll find it cheaper.
Well, we have Fantastic Four. I honestly don't know what number this is.
I got you.
I want to say we're in the 20s.
No, further.
40s?
It is.
Yeah.
44.
Yeah, there you go. So it's FF44. There's the 1 in 25 by E.M. Gist.
Yep.
So far, in my opinion, the best cover so far.
Yeah.
That's not saying much. Big Rob, you're a big fan of E.M. Gist.
Yeah, I actually do love his art. This is nothing wrong with the execution of the art. This gets this type of art. The detail, the line work, the coloring, everything is his style of art. It's just nothing's going really. Something is going on, but nothing that interests me and really will fascinate me to say I'm going to pick this cover up. It's a cool portrait of the team hanging out doing weird Fantastic Four shit like they always do. But so it's just the art is good. It doesn't do anything beyond just the execution of the art. Not for any of us to go say, "Oh, I'm going to spend $30 on this book, or $25 or $20." So it's a solid 6.
All right, Anthony.
It's all right. You know, I mean, I know that EM Just is known for, you know, like some realistic. Oh, what's up, Joker?
Hey, Joker.
His semi-realism, you know. But this one, I mean, it's all right. You know, I don't know if, you know, like, is that supposed to be oil dripping down from the Fantastic car?
No, I don't think so.
I think that is actually a toolbox.
No. I mean, I see the toolbox and that the Invisible Woman has it floating, but there's stuff that's coming down. I don't know if that's wires or if that's
like wires or strings or something. Yeah,
it's wires.
Okay, yeah. See, I mean, you know, to me, that almost looks like oil, you know. But
I thought that was bread, not a toolbox, honestly. But
and then you got the Human Torch being relegated as a, you know, a coffee warmer guy. You know, I mean, which that's kind of sad.
Yeah, but shit, if you had that power, wouldn't you be warming up your own coffee?
My coffee, yes. Everyone else's coffee, I don't know.
Yeah, but he ain't doing the heavy lifting or the work on the thing, so might as well get the coffee, bro.
I like that actually.
How about you done, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm done. It's fine.
How about you, Mike?
It's a good A cover. I mean, it's definitely not just best piece. He's got a better cover this week on Iron Fist as an A cover. I'd much prefer that one over this one. I wouldn't pay a premium for this. There's nothing wrong with this cover. Artistically speaking, you know, it's fine. It's his style and it's well executed, like Rob said. I think it's a huge missed opportunity for a really nice, but it's an okay one. But otherwise, you know, it's well done. It's just an A cover level cover to me. It's nothing special.
Yeah. For me, and here's it has to be the reason of having all these bad covers this week is I like this one. I can't explain other than it's decent art. It's EM Guest, so I mean it's EM Guest art. It's not his best. Don't get me wrong. I really like the 4 on the ground. I like the kind of 60s almost homage drawing, right? That coloring, the shading. Yep. I really like that. So and it fits the fact that, you know, they started in the 60s. Right. So it kind of fits that. It almost like the what is it? Those life stories of Fantastic Four or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? They did the same thing with Spider-Man. That's what this drawing kind of reminds me of. So I'm really digging that. I dig the fact that Human Torch is coming around, giving everybody hot coffee. So I like it. I would hope that I could get it for $15 because I don't know if there's anything in the guts. So yeah, I would hope I can get it for $15
because Midtown has it for like 22. So you may be able to find.
I might be able to get it for $15 at my LCS. Who knows? So yeah, I mean that would be my threshold right there to pay for that one. Sorry, go ahead. And that would only be if I'm really not getting a lot of incentive covers this week. Because I'm going, okay, I can spend a little here because I saved a lot of money.
By it. You're like, I have to spend money, but I have nothing else to spend my money on this week, so it's going to have to be this book.
And I get to save a lot of money this week, but I get to pick up a book here or there that I would normally not have picked up just because, I like the artist, you know, something like that. So that's always a bonus for me sometimes.
I'm just pissed that I'm going to have to think long and hard about whether I'm going to buy 2 cosplay covers this week.
What's funny is that, you know, here, like the previous comic we were talking about with Arthur Adams. Arthur Adams does what is, in my opinion, a better cover, which is of Dr. Doom, you know, and it looks much better than the 1 in 25, you know, Storm Thor one that he did, you know. So, and you can get it for cover price.
Yep. All right. Let's move on to the next one. We've got Grimm. I believe this is number 2. And it's the Jenny Frison 1 in 25. Oh boy, Anthony, you start.
Looking forward to Grimm, not so much for this cover. This cover to me is a bit on the boring side. You know, I mean, I know that Jenny Frison is known for these type of covers, you know, just a standard person with essentially with no background. But I don't know if it's the colors or the inking, you know, but it looks boring. You know, story-wise, I'm looking forward to it. But as far as this cover goes, no. And I think I'm sure that the A cover or B cover, which I really haven't seen, is probably better than this. Which is a shame because it's, you know, we're talking about Jenny Frison. You know, she does some great covers.
I'm sure one of them is this with the trade dress.
Correct. Full cover.
Right.
I don't even have to look at the books. I can easily guess they're just so predictable these days.
Yeah.
But the one that Flaviano did to me looks. I mean, it's definitely busier and it looks better than this. This just looks boring. Yeah, Glenn, for this cover, better than sounds. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you.
How about you, Big Mike? I mean, Mike.
This is a no for me, and I know you guys are surprised by that because I'm basically a Friss and Homer, and even though I know Jenny isn't watching, this is probably her worst cover in a long time. This is a disappointing cover.
Yeah.
Even when I don't love her covers, they're still good-ish. I don't even feel like this is a good-ish cover. I think this is bad. The proportions are wrong. The color splash thing doesn't work for this cover. It doesn't do her style any justice at all. It should never be a 1 in 20. At least it's not a 1 in 100 this time. Thank God. Like the last issue, the number one was. This is a hard pass for me, and that I never say that about Jenny Frison covers. Never. This is not good. This is not.
How about you, Big Rob?
When I see this, it reminds me of back in the day when you grab your crayons on a coloring book and you draw in the lines out first.
Yes.
You make it bold lines and then you draw in gently inside the lines.
I still do that.
This is exactly what she did. It's just like draw bold
except
lines.
for crayons, she was limited to red.
Yeah, I get it. Red and black, man.
Gray, I guess. It's for Jenny Frison. Her standard is way up here. This has got to be, I agree with Mike, one of the worst covers I have ever seen her do, and if not the worst cover. It is fucking trash for her. For some generic gumbo guy, whatever, yeah, it's probably decent, but for her, it's just horrible. It's not worth $2.
You wouldn't even consider this book if it weren't Jenny Frison. Let's just think about that. If there were a different name on this book, you would never even look at it twice.
Yeah, this super generic looking model dude on the cover. Who the fuck cares about this guy? That's what this art tells me. Who the fuck cares? She didn't put no pizzazz to this art.
If this was on issue 1, it would not have done as well as issue 1 did.
It would attack the book.
Yes.
All right.
Jeff?
So Hans is okay. But actually, the Hans is one of her worst pieces too. Take a close look at that Hans. That's phoned in as hell. It's still better than this cover, but it's one of Hans's worst covers. Yeah, either one are good.
Oh man! So, like the Grimm 1 cover was 100 times better, but it was kind of boring for me just with the red background.
They are boring covers in my opinion.
These are the House of Slaughter, the Something is Killing the Children, and now these covers all have like that same with the Frison and the Virgin ones are just like a blank background and then the person, and it's not even like full colored out. It's like part of it is colored.
They're ripping you off, right?
Almost. Yeah, I feel like they're ripping us off because we're getting multiple different covers of them, right? Yeah. Trade dress, a freaking virgin, a bloody version. It's kind of getting ridiculous for me. And the fact that, damn it, I really love Frison too. This is really bad. When Mike said the proportions were off, I started looking a little closer and I was like, oh my God, it looks like he's supposed to have like big shoulders and he doesn't. Like it looks like he's supposed to come down. He's like, his head looked like he's like a buff dude, but he's not really that buff. The pants, like if you have this tailored freaking suit, why are the pants so wrinkled and like they're not fitting him correctly? I don't get that. It's like riding up his ass.
At least with the number 1, you had a cool crop, right? You had the girl sort of off, whatever her name is, off to the side.
Yes.
And she had kind of like some attitude.
The face was way better. That's why.
Yeah, face was better. The shading was cooler. The sort of negative space aspect to it worked real well.
The weapon was better.
The weapon was huge and sort of like ridiculously exaggerated. Like there were some cool choices with that one. This one just feels like meh.
And let me tell you something. I looked up on Midtown because this is essentially the version of the C cover.
Yeah.
However, the C cover, because of, I guess, the inking and the way, it has like a smoky look to it, looks 100 times better than this.
Yeah.
It looks so much better. The axe is a fire red, looks like has electric blood on it. The handle looks better. Everything about it looks better than this.
Detail on this freaking blade, like it looks like a piece of paper that's on top of a stick.
They should reverse this. Yeah. Even with the trade dress, it looks so much better.
Yeah. All right. Well, at least we're getting over the Frizzin. Now we've got I Am Batman number 10, a 1 in 25 by Mateus Manhanini. I don't even know if I said that right. Manhanini. Thank you. That sounds way better. Oh my gosh. Anthony, you're the Batman fan.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a Batman fan. I'm not necessarily about this one. I mean, it's a nice cover. This is a nice cover.
Racist.
I like the scenic shot, but there is no way you're gonna see Batman that far with a phone and with that much of a screen. No way. Maybe if you had a telephoto lens, but not on a cell phone. So I mean, it's a great screenshot. I mean, a scenery shot, but for a Batman cover, I like the red, and it's obviously it's New York City because of the Empire State Building, but it's all right. Not a 1 in 25. This is a B cover at best.
Even the Batman fan says pass.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
seen so many other Batman covers that are so much better than this.
Oh, of course, but there's a lot of Batman covers, so.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm right there with Anthony on this. This is not good. It's not bad, but this is just a B cover. This is nothing to be excited about. We've said it before, and I think we'll say it probably every week. But an incentive cover needs to be something special.
Yes.
And not only is this cover not anything special, but DC has really been dropping the ball on a lot of these lately. Most of their incentives are worse than the B covers. In almost every case over the last month or so, I preferred the B covers over the incentives for whatever books we're talking about. This one is nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's not a bad piece of art. It's just nothing special. There's a lot of elements that I think are kind of poor choices. I don't even really like the coloring choices very much. I would struggle to even pay cover price for this book.
Yeah.
Big Rob.
This has to be one of the worst weeks for incentives I've ever seen in my life. This is really bad.
And there are ones that we're not covering that are even worse, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, these were some of the best, actually.
Well, no, there was the week that Copy was on, which that was a really bad week.
No, that week was better.
That week was definitely better.
We didn't like any of those. That's why there wasn't one cover we liked.
I like
we're settling here to this week. Okay,
I'm just trying not to be as negative as I was that week.
No,
so,
yeah, wow. Well, that's because your wife just gave birth to a baby, so you're feeling it.
Yeah,
it's true. I think DC should go back to what they were doing before, which is A and B covers, and don't do incentives. Because it's fucking horrible. It's not good. This is not a $25 book or a $20 book or a $30 book.
What Tom is doing on this one.
Yeah, Hey, DC, remember 10 years ago when you lied to us and said you would never do incentives again? Yeah, you should go back to that.
Honestly, you should, because at least half of them have been so horrific.
That's why I was buying DC books, because I knew there was no incentives, and there never would be any incentives, and they never really had store exclusives.
Right. So if the book had value, it was because of what was in the guts, or it was a really amazing cover.
Yeah.
Now this is going below. Sorry, go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
I was going to say real quick, the beat covers, they're known for their beat covers. They're really good art, and they should have just stuck that way. But they had a muddy the fucking water.
Yeah, but all those Middleton Aquamans. How about all those Middleton? The Batgirl.
All those beat covers.
the Wonder
Just a
Woman
B cover, man. None of those were
the Patina
incentives.
Batmans. Yep.
Yes, right.
Art germs and oh my
Yes.
god.
Yes.
Oh yeah, all those Supergirl art germs. Those are
Yes.
beautiful covers, man. Those are all just straight B covers, man. All
and
of
I was buying them all, dude. They had me.
Yep.
They lost me
Jeez,
down.
how about all the Jenny Frison Wonder Womans, for God's sake?
Yes.
I mean,
even lately, John
regular,
Boy Myers,
cover price.
he's been knocking out of the park, you know?
Yeah. And so now, I mean, I would go back and buy all those all over again than almost every incentive we've seen from DC over the last couple of months.
And the weird thing is that even though this is a 1 in 25, it's only going for $13.50.
That much?
That's
really?
too much.
Yeah.
No, it is too much, but yet, you know, you would think that that 1 in 25 would be higher, but
no, not with DC. If you look at DC's history in the last few
DC has
months,
been a lot lower.
Yeah, it's like $10 books for
unless it's by Soso Maika.
Yeah.
Or Sandman Nightmare Country, Jenny Frison 1 in 100.
Exactly.
It's now a $400 to $500 raw, by the way.
Wow.
Those are the exceptions, not the norm.
Yeah. I just want to kill myself over that book.
Yeah, we fucked up, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. I know. But so my opinion, I'm actually not mad at the cityscape. Not the best drawn, but I really hate it when they do this minimizing what the character is. Like it's just a fucking shadow. Like the one with your favorite guy, Jorge.
Yeah.
Oh, Fornez.
With the yellow pea light.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like just a shadow of Batman.
That was better.
Honestly, actually, the Batman is better in that one, which is kind of scary. My concept would have for this is what if he's gonna look that crappy as this little piece of crap on the cover, don't put him on the cover. Make it like the bat signal is lighting up. You'll see the bat signal on like one of the buildings, and the lighting from the bat signal kind of makes a shadow on the walls of the building, so you see a shadow of Batman. And then you see Batman on the photo of the person's cell phone. And that's where you get the clearer picture. Like, this is terrible. Like, why even put him in there if you can see him on the cell phone anyways?
To be perfectly honest, question is, does this guy even have his own bat signal? Remember, this is I am Batman.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But how many times does a fucking cover not make sense to the rest of the fucking book?
True.
Honestly, I think it still would have looked better.
Yeah.
You know, but it is what it is, and thank God I can pass on this. It's just I don't know why DC makes incentives, honestly.
That's why I stopped buying DC.
9.5 out of 10 are just no thank you.
Trash.
Yeah. And we're moving on.
Hopefully
oh God.
Davy Jones.
I'm muted. Put the damn barcode on the back cover, for God's sake.
Right. So we got the Bloodstained Teeth number 2. And this is the 1 in 25 by Dave Johnson. This is a WTF by Alonzo. Mike, you've already added to this, so let's go.
At least it's funny. I mean, it's good art. I get that it looks like an old 50s ad or 60s ad from a magazine, and that's funny for a horror book, which is also funny. It's good cheek, I guess. I don't know. I mean, now they've done this with every issue. Now it's not fun anymore. Like, you stop beating dead horses. You know, it's Gleason Webhead all over again. Like, just come on. Like, enough action figure variants. Enough this. You know, come up with something else. This is fun. I get it. A 1 in 25 on a book like this. It's probably going to sell. I just don't know. I'm sick of tropey covers. Just give me some good damn art that tells some story from the inside of the book. Give me some something solid, something that I can sink my teeth into, something that I want in my long box 10 years from now. This is good. This is probably the best piece of art that we've seen this week, other than maybe the Gist. But it's still like, what? I mean, I'm kind of with Alonzo on this. This is a WTF book for me. I don't know.
I mean, if this is the best we're getting, this is like a C or D level for us.
Yeah, this is not good. I want to say something positive about it because I actually like the composition of it, like the actual artistic quality of it's pretty decent. But I mean, and it does do the job, right? It does give you that 50s, 60s magazine ad vibe, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. So it hits on its level, but it doesn't hit for me. This is just not for me.
Well, not for Mike. Big Rob, is it for you?
I don't buy DC books. Number one. But this is, in my opinion, the best cover this week, or at least for the incentives. Okay, I don't Stewart exclusives. There's actually pretty good covers, but for this incentive so far, we've seen on this slideshow, this is, in my opinion, the best art, the best coloring, pencils, all that, the composition. The barcode kind of does fuck it up a lot. Honestly, they should have been in the back, 100%. But I love it. It's funny, and at least makes me smile when I see it. Every other cover made me piss. So it's it's at least in my book for this week. This week alone, it's an A plus. Every other week is probably a C.
Copy wouldn't even let you buy this for him, Doreen. Come on.
How about you, Anthony?
Okay, now if I didn't look at the bottom and see that this is the Sandman Universe Nightmare, I would swear that this was Homelander from The Boys.
I would have swore it was Quicksilver.
You know, but this look, with the with the eyes and stuff. I know Homelander's eyes are normally red when he has the heat vision, but otherwise this is straight up out of The Boys. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that this was a DC book. I honestly would have thought this was Boom Studios. But
how can you miss it? They put the fucking label right in front.
But I mean, it says no, but all the way at the bottom it says the Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country 3. But it's so small.
This is Sandman. Sorry,
we thought it was Bloodstained Teeth at first.
No, that's right, but it's not.
It's even crazy.
DC Black Label. I mean, artistically, it's not bad. But like I said, even with the blood on the walls in the back, again, to me, this is straight up Homelander. This is. I don't read Sandman Universe but
I do, and I love it. But this just doesn't. Right. I don't know.
But cover wise, like I said, this to me is The Boys. This is not DC.
We were talking about Francavilla earlier. Francavilla has the B cover for this book this week,
right?
And it's way better than his House of Slaughter. So if you want a good Francavilla this week, that's the one you should get.
All right, I'm gonna have to check that out real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Who hasn't gone?
Yeah, let's move on.
Big Rob's coming.
You and Rob.
Yeah, it's okay. I am a little sucker for those like advertisement type homages, especially the older ones, or posters.
Oh, wow.
But not this one. that barcode totally screws it up. It's so minor too. It's such a nitpicky thing, and I just can't stand it. Yeah, it's definitely not the Frizen. That's for damn sure. No. But it's not bad art. I really don't like. I guess I don't like the font for the Bloodstained Smiles No More. I wish that was more, I don't know, freakier or bloodier or something. I don't know.
Right across the hair.
But other than that, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Dave Johnson's not a bad artist. So I don't think I'd pay more than $15-$20 for it if you're collecting the Sandman Universe books. So hopefully you can find it for that price. And that's it. I'll pass on it for myself. Though.
36 bucks.
36?
How much?
Yep.
36?
Yeah, Midtown.
Sticks. I don't think it would work if it were a version. If you took the advertising wording off, the whole concept would be shot. So I don't think.
Yeah, and I it's not that I don't want the font there. I just want it in a different font style.
Take that damn barcode off it, but
yeah, and take the fucking barcode off for sure. Like it should be more like this font here, the Now with Fluoride. That's what I would have liked. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going for that nostalgic font.
Oh, hey!
Before we hit the store exclusives,
hopefully for something a little bit better. Store exclusives. Oh god.
Before we hit the store exclusives, we had 3 WTFs.
I got a bunch of WTFs here because this thing just went freaky on me. Hold on.
You just very quickly saw all the stuff we pulled out of the deck for the week, guys.
Holy cow!
Oh man!
Reload the deck.
Hold on. Let me stop. Let me.
Yeah, that's all right. No biggie.
Damn this thing!
I need to fix my camera.
It just freaked out on. It's still freaking out on me.
It's like
closing start all over again.
Oh.
You have a gremlin on your computer.
Anthony, he find the deck. I can't pull up anything right now. It's actually. Oh, I know why. Okay, never mind. I think.
Hold on.
It's actually. Oh, I know why. I got it.
Oh, I was like, who is it coming? Someone's replaying.
That's probably you, Jeff.
I was like, who is it coming? There we go. I don't know why it was on here.
I don't know why it did that. It just started freaking out. All right. I got it back.
Yay.
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 All right.
You're my hero.
Dead air.
All right. Let's get through these incentives again. Thank God. Done, 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 and done. All right. We are at Predator 1 Mikosuyan store exclusive for BTC. The trade dress is 1,000 and the Virgin is 500. And we are going to start with Big Rob's this time.
Not going to be, I guess, I did say that I like more of the store exclusives, but this is not one of them. It's not bad. It's okay. It's a decent cover. But is it worth with $40 probably? No. I could live without it. The trade dress is better, in my opinion. It's at least the trade looks pretty cool. I do love the Predator trade, the traditional Predator trade. The whitening out of the background is kind of weird. I don't appreciate that personally. And the perspective of which is his left arm is kind of off. It feels like almost like somebody cut his arm off. That's what it looks like to me. You just kind of glanced at it, but you got to look really careful. The hand is there, but it's not. There's no perspective to it. I guess I'm not sure that's the right word, but the same for the knee, right in that same side of the body. It's just not. It just seems like it's short or like it's cut off or something. And that rock in front of him, compositing in front, it's not well done, executed. So there's a lot of technical issues with this art itself. I do appreciate the coloring on the Predator itself. It's pretty good, but it's definitely a big skip for me.
Mike,
this has some of those like Simon Bisley kind of hallmarks to it that I don't mind. Overall, I don't think the cover's executed all that well. I think the proportions are wrong. I looked at this first, and the first thought I had was Big Head Todd and the Monsters. Because the head's way too big, the arms are way too short.
Take a lesson from Greg Land.
Like T-Rex arms.
Yeah, exactly. T-Rex arms and a little Greg Land head going on there. I like the layering in that it gives good depth. There, like this is almost a hit. This is like 80% of the way there, but then it just falls short with the proportions being all off and stuff. So it has kind of that like early 90s, late 80s feel to the art, which I'm kind of drawn to. I kind of have a nostalgia for that, and it feels like the right book for that style, but it just misses the mark because of those proportional problems. Like you said, that knee, the foreshortening is wrong. The arms foreshortening is wrong. So that they both look too short. The head looks way too big. And the style of the Predator doesn't match the style of the environment. so it looks like two different artists in some weird way. So it's a pass for me again, especially at $40 a set or 35 even, or whatever these are going for. Again, here we are talking about trade dress being the best part of the cover, and that is not good. So sorry, BTC. I think you're gonna have a tough time moving copies, but we'll see.
Oh, we'll see how many Predator fans are out there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Predator fans will, like Alien fans will buy things.
500 at probably sell.
Yeah, 500 will probably sell, but will the 1,000 trade dress? Will the other 500 copies of the trade dress sell? That's the issue. And where are the other 2,000 copies?
We'll see the extras at the cons, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Anthony, what do you think?
It's all right. I mean, it looks the same as any other Dark Horse Predator cover that you could have bought, a few years ago. There's nothing special about it. I mean, the weird thing is that I don't know if you saw. I was trying to position that arm. That's like how do you have your arm like that? I mean, that is so freaky.
It's like it's holding the remote control to TV.
Anthony, I will say one thing. It's a lot more than just a few years ago, bro. Those are old comics.
Yeah, no, they are. Well,
let's do some math. Let's do some math, and you'll feel pretty old.
Well, I'm already old.
15 years old, probably.
From the 90s, right?
Yeah.
2000
years ago, bro.
Yeah, maybe into the 2000s.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting how Marvel incorporates the Predator. Into their hero Marvel 616 world, if they actually will do it, but art wise, it's all right. And I gotta agree with Mike and Rob. The trade dress is a classic.
Yeah, it just is.
It's a classic.
I don't know what it is this week, but this sucks. Like I don't want to be mean. I like Miko's. Okay. See, he's one of those artists where it's 50-50 for me, right? I'm either really not gonna like it, or I'm really gonna like it. There's almost no in between for me with him, and this is so bad in the like all the proportions are off. His head is way too big, his arms are way too small.
Yep.
It looks like his head is like coming out of his right shoulder. It's so bad.
Rob is like, please skip it. Please skip. Please.
No, he's pressing the remote. He's trying to change the channel. It's like this.
With the left hand.
But he's pressing the remote with the left hand. He's trying to wipe his ass with the right.
Even though his arm's so short, he can't get it back there.
He's reaching back there,
He's about to dig in there and give a scratch.
He's digging in. He's getting ready to dig deep, bro.
It's like, it's itchy.
He's gonna dig for gold.
Go to bed with itchy booty, wake up with smelly finger. So.
Yeah, this is not the cover for me. I don't care what price it's at.
Let me rub it well.
We've gone off the deep end tonight, guys. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I know it's a better cover. It's just we're gonna get past this one.
Let's just move on. Let's move it.
Imagine how it smells.
Okay, here we go.
You think wrong, bro?
Predator ass, dude. Ooh.
Oh god, that's some jungle ass. That's some swamp ass right there. We've got Batman, and oh god, I don't know what number this is.
125.
125. Yeah, it really doesn't.
Wait,
this is the newer one. Is this the one for
San Diego
Bird City?
San Diego Comic-Con.
That's it. SDCC. Okay, so we got Alex Ross, two different covers. We got one with the trade dress, and then we got the old school, like timeless Alex Ross type of art.
Two different Batmans.
So, right? Two different Batmans.
it's 125.
This is something a little different than most store exclusives will do. So that's really cool. It's two different covers.
It's his store, so
it's his store. He did something really similar. Okay. He did something really similar to this last San Diego Comic-Con, or maybe it was 2 ago, with Wonder Woman covers. And he had two very different Wonder Womans, a very sort of golden age looking Wonder Woman on one, and then the sort of more modern one on the other. And one in that particular instance, the more modern one was an amazing cover, and the Golden Age one was just okay, and it sold kind of like that. Whereas everyone wanted the one and didn't really want the other. I'm happy to see this set, which does sort of the same thing, but both covers are good in their own right, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Like Jeff said, you get the timeless variant look with the white background of the one on the right, which I really, really like. It's really well done. It's very Alex Ross. There's no that couldn't be anybody else. Whereas the one on the left could be somebody else, which I kind of like that he's sort of stretching a little bit, and it doesn't immediately look like an Alex Ross cover, which I kind of dig. I do like the choice of lining his head up with the bat symbol. That's cool. That's unique. It's different. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I like which Batman symbol he used. I think there's a lot of really nice choices here. It's a solid cover. I wouldn't be disappointed to go and pay the $40-ish for this set at San Diego and come home with these two covers, except that Alex Ross covers are never worth anything. So unless you really love these, that's the thing. Like, this has to be a buy what you like situation. And in this case, I do like them, but I don't know that I like them enough, either one of them, quite like I liked, say, that one Wonder Woman from a couple of years ago. But they're both solid covers. These are good covers.
Let's go with Anthony. Let's go with Anthony.
I mean, it's Alex Ross. Need we say more? I mean, I don't even think. I mean, maybe he has one bad cover out there. One, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, when you hear Alex Ross, you know you're getting, something that's timeless, something that will look good forever. You know, I mean, his work and the quality that he brings forth is, he's been doing it since he started doing, since he did Marvels and Kingdom Come. I mean, he made those classics, because of the artwork, and he's still rocking it, many years later. So when Marvel did the timeless covers, they sold out, not sold out, but they sold really well, and he still, like I said, he still has it. And these covers look great, but unfortunately, like what Mike said, value wise, they won't go up, and it's a shame. He's such a great artist. He did a 12-issue series of Justice where the artwork was absolutely phenomenal, but it's not worth anything, So, but artistically speaking, these are classics.
Yeah. How about you, Big Rob? What do you think?
Well, I don't know how much he printed on these, because this is exclusive to the store. So they're available for pre-order through the store and also San Diego Comic-Con. I know that. So I don't know if he printed a ton of these. I personally love the one on the right more, the white background, because that almost looks like it could go with that Marvel set from last year, though, when he did all the different characters.
Yep.
So I love he brought back the yellow symbol Batman on the chest. I always appreciate that. He has a crazy long ears too. That's cool.
It feels very Keaton-like, huh?
Yeah, very Keaton-like, which is with a different color tone. But it's really what the one on the left is great too. Nothing wrong with it. Just for me, my preference, I prefer the one with the white background. There's solid hits. Alex Ross fans will definitely buy these. Batman fans are going to buy these. These will sell. If we short printed them, there definitely is a good thing for this book and the collectability of this book. If you overprint them, which he will do sometimes, because Alex Ross makes it accessible to everybody to buy his books. He's not really playing any games, so it's a nice. The art is really well done. It's Alex Ross. You just can't go wrong with him.
Yeah, this is where I tell people, well, if you're buying it, if you're watching us and you're buying it for the value, you're watching the wrong show.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to tell you what we like. We're going to tell you, what's ugly in our opinion. And quite honestly, the reason why any of us are going to purchase this is because we like the cover.
It's a great cover.
You know, regardless of how many is printed. So to me, Alex Ross is one of the best cover artists there are. He does interior art too. So I mean, like every once in a while you're gonna find him doing some interior art, and that's good too. I really like the left side, the left book. I like it because it's got that old Silver Age, Golden Age trade dress. It's got the purple where he's like that purple outlining his cowl. It gives me that old feel of his Golden Age suit where he's got the purple gloves.
True.
And then I really like his timeless versions.
Yep.
So like that is a must have for me to have in my collection. And if I so happen to get the other one, fine. But I'm definitely going to get the one that's on Mike's phone.
Yeah.
So if you get, so this is apparently there's going to be 100 copies of the G Clay canvas print. I hate that, but it's the full length picture.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm showing now. There's 100 of those.
It's a print, like right?
400 of them. Yeah, it's a print, and it's on canvas, so it looks like a painting.
Oh wow.
100 of those, I think, for $3.95 as well. But it's the full length image. So if you want to see the full length image, at least.
If it's on canvas, it's worth it.
For $3.95, that doesn't sound that bad, actually, from Alex Ross.
For Alex, I was gonna say for Alex Ross, you know,
on canvas, that's really nice.
Yeah.
It's cool. It looks even better full length like that. It's too bad that they couldn't do that. Right. Really, the crop doesn't do it as much justice. It's a beautiful cover, but the full length is even cooler.
I mean, it'd be nice to see that flowing cape. Yeah,
I'm willing to pay the $30 just for the comic. I mean, but that canvas, that's definitely something that you're gonna put up in your house as a piece of artwork.
$3.95 ain't nothing, that's for sure. But still,
no, right.
Yeah, this is. I'm on the waiting list for this. This is definitely something. At least the timeless version of it, I'm gonna get. So we'll see what happens. And probably my favorite cover so far.
Yeah.
So he hasn't released it. Obviously, it's for San Diego Comic Con,
right?
June 24th.
Exclusive to that. Yep.
But that's when the waiting list opens up
for the website, and I'm assuming he would have a booth probably at the con and probably sell it.
Of course.
As
well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the problem is San Diego. You know how much crap you have to go after, and how many people you got to go through.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying I'm going to be there. If I'm in the area and it's there, I might pick up that timeless one for sure.
Yeah, I mean, shit. If even if I order this set and I happen to be at SDCC and I happen to be at his table and I see that, I'm buying it in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those who will. We're going to buy it from the site. It says cover A will be available unsigned, signed, and CGC. Cover B only available in a set of 2.
Yep.
So they're treating it like the Virgin, like a Virgin version. Yeah.
Which is smart because he knows everyone's going to want that version.
Yeah. I like both covers this time though.
Yep.
I don't think the A is as much of a dud as that Wonder Woman was from a couple of years ago. So I think he's got potential to sell out of all of this, to be honest.
It's Batman.
Yeah.
Too,
right?
And it's Batman too. That does help. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And isn't who's writing right now?
That's
it's a good writer.
Yes, it is
right now.
Why do I want to say Ram V? No, hold on.
Yeah. Well, while you figure that, we'll go on to the next one. We've got my God. It's Zdarsky. There you go.
Yes.
So I mean, who knows?
And Molina's doing the interiors.
Hey, that's a really good combination right there. So
I
actually don't know what book this is. I'm gonna guess it's a Red Sonja book.
I think it's Invincible Red Sonja.
Invincible, okay. It's not the Immortal one. Okay. We got Invincible Red Sonja by Lobos. It's a Birdsea Comics and a 616 exclusive. And it looks like it is a Amazing Spider-Man homage to J. Scott Campbell. So, Mike, what do you think?
Oh, you had to do that to me, didn't you?
I saw you struggling there. I was like, oh.
Sorry.
This is where I run into one of those situations where you're like, okay, I love the owners of the shops, and I don't want to say anything bad. The first thing is that this is very much from a line perspective, trying too much to be an Adam Hughes knockoff.
Yes.
Now, that said, I wish that Red Sonja had been done as well as that bear carpet, because that bear carpet is incredibly good. Whereas, why is she so shiny? Like, why is she so shiny? I don't understand why she's so shiny. It's, obviously there's the sort of J. Scott Campbell-y kind of like exaggerated curve thing going on. And I don't know. Laura, Anthony, I love it. I love you guys, but I love you, but I don't love this. And I love Red Sonja. You know me. I'm the biggest Red Sonja homer there is, and
I know, that's crazy.
And it's honestly not in the art. That I don't have a problem in the art. I get what's trying to happen here. I have a problem with the coloring. Whoever the colorist was, making her so damn shiny.
Yeah,
it ruins it for me. It's too bad.
I agree.
Big Rob.
Especially when you put it next to the original, the Campbell.
It's so bad when you put it next to it too.
Yeah, all I want is the Campbell version. I don't want the other one, to be honest. The pencils are fine. Nothing wrong with the pencils. The coloring is totally off. That's the problem with this book. It's like she's wearing like some crazy shea butter shit all over her skin or something. It's like, it's super, super bronze something going on. It's really bronze skin. It's really, she's been charbroiled.
I mean, she's not wearing much, so she's out in the sun a lot.
Yeah, she's gonna pay for it in 20 years for sure.
That Harborian age sun is really brutal.
No tan lines on that body.
Yeah, the bear's face it's funny as hell, dude. That bear's face is fucking hilarious. It's so silly. It's really whimsically drawn. His face. It's just really the background kills me. They could have done so much more. If we would have done a cool background, it would maybe even save this book a bit. But the background is just simple like this. It's not a good idea, in my opinion. So it's a good try, but it's a swing and miss.
So it's a bear rug in space.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So with some bronze lady.
How about you, Anthony?
I gotta agree with Mike and Rob. I mean, first I looked it up. It's Immortal Red Sonja number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Immortal. I'd rather get the Amazing Spider-Man. Unfortunately, Anthony, Linda, sorry. And the artist also does another one with Vampirella Strikes, same gold tones and stuff, that's on the skin on this one, and it looks weird.
That's what I'm looking through Midtown right now, going.
It's not there. No, it's 616. Okay. I found it through 616. I didn't even find it on Bird City Comics.
Okay.
But they're right. The best thing is the bear rug, the bearskin rug, and
it's funny.
I mean, the fact that obviously it's smoke behind her and everything, but my question is, where's the fire?
Oh yeah, true that.
Yeah.
She's the fire.
She's obviously got
Anthony. She's the fire. Can't you see that?
She's on fire.
She looks like she
doesn't like
for a
my
while.
fire.
She was on fire, and they had to put her out. That's why she's so bronzed.
It's
I love you, Aunt and Laura.
I'll
start with
my namesake, Anthony.
It looks like she's wearing pantyhose like throughout her whole body.
Yeah.
Right? Like that sheen of a pantyhose off that shine. And it's just a big bodysuit. Like that's what it looks like. Why that all that shine. She looks very cartoonish.
She's glossed in oil.
She has Peggy Bundy hair.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't unsee that now.
Maybe that's why I thought it looked like Hughes. Remember when Hughes did a Red Sonja cover? Like, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 years ago, and it looked literally exactly like Peggy Bundy.
I don't
call it Peggy Bundy cover. That's what people called it for weeks.
Are you
this
serious?
might be the second one.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. If the bear looks like it's cross-eyed.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
The camera like blocking my.
I don't mean to break this down that much, but seriously, it's I do like the cartoonish look of it, which makes it actually, it saves it from being bad. It honestly does, because it's very cartoony. So the hair fits in with the face and her biting the sword. So that I can, and with the body shine, I can go with that now, right? Like it's a little animated, cartoonish, but it doesn't go with the rug and the background. It's not very animated or cartoonish. So I don't know. Maybe it's just, it feels like two different styles. But
I'd rather have the cosplay this week.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on this homage. And it honestly, I would have passed on it no matter what. It's just I'm not a Red Sonja collector. There are some Red Sonja covers that I just can't pass on that I've seen, and I have a couple of, but there's not many. Honestly, I probably have like two.
Valentine's Day special.
I got one of those.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So yeah,
you don't even care if it's Red Sonja. You don't care who's on that cover.
No, and I've got 2 or 3 Red Sonja covers, and that's about it. So, yeah, it's a pass for me. But I'm sure there are going to be plenty of people who are going to purchase this because they're Red Sonja fans. So, or they're a J. Scott Campbell fan and they like the homages. So,
well, let me tell you, this is severely limited. 40.
What?
40 on the 616 website.
That means there's probably like 100 total,
and it's $100 a copy.
Whoa!
So what is this, metal? It has to be metal.
It says Immortal Red Sonja #4 Lobos. Yes, it is a metal variant.
That's why
it's shiny.
That's why it's shiny. Okay, now it explains everything. Okay, see, now we can take away that criticism because it's metal.
Aren't you glad
Laura, this is why you need to be in the chat.
Yeah.
So you can whip our asses into shape and tell us what's up.
And you can yell at Alonzo for not putting down it's a metal cover.
All right, that does change some things right there. Okay,
that absolutely changes it completely.
Yeah, it does. It does. I don't know if it's worth $100 a copy.
It shows differently when you scan it. So I'm just saying, yeah.
Okay, okay.
But you have to be able to find it on your site, though.
Okay.
I have to find it on 616.
Yeah. Well, unless they're sold out of it.
So look, if you're a Red Sonja fan, there are not a lot of metal covers.
Are there any?
I don't know if there's any.
I don't own one
because most of the time when I hear metal, I think of what's her name, Lady Death.
Yes, there's a lot of those.
So I mean, if you're a Red Sonja fan, I mean, this actually might be a must-have just for the fact that it's a metal cover.
Yeah, that does change things a little bit.
A little bit, yes. So, sorry, Aunt and Laura, we changed our mind.
Yes. On that positive note, let's move on.
Okay. All right, we're moving on. Okay, yes. We got another Batman cover. This looks like, is this a black label?
No, this is Batman 125.
Oh shit, it's another Batman. Okay, so we got another Batman 125.
No, there are a ton of covers for 125.
This is obviously there's 3 covers. You've got your trade dress, you've got your blue version, and you got your purple version. Is by John Jiang. It's Bird City Comics, 616, and Anti-Hero Gallery store exclusive. So, Anthony, give us your thoughts.
No. I decided to squeeze some money out, and I bought my Batman 125 exclusive. And it's the Warren Lau one, the Catwoman one.
Thank you, Christopher.
But this, I just don't like it. I don't. I mean, I could barely see Batman, with his cape, you know, all out there, like if it was exploding. You know, I mean, I know it says, oh, okay. I was wondering why it says Anti-Hero Gallery, but that's just the name of the store. The last one, you know, the purple one, you know, at least you see like more of Batman, you know, because of the purple, but it's the other two are like really dark, and you see one arm but you don't see the other, and other than if it wasn't for the cowl in the arm, you couldn't tell it was Batman. But besides that, no, I wouldn't pick this up.
Big Rob.
No.
Mike.
Yeah, see, thank you. That's why I said no.
I'm kind of surprised that you guys don't like this. I like this cover. I think it's crazy. It's dark as hell.
Kamikaze.
I like it. I mean, it's. I don't know that I'd want anything else. I kind of like the trade dress one, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think this needs to be a virgin cover. I dig it. I'm not going to buy any covers for Batman 125 just because Batman lost me like 10, 15 issues ago. But yeah, this isn't the Batman that we're used to, but this cover is definitely a different take on the character. And that is not an easy thing to do. How many years later? 80 what years later? I mean, yeah. To come up with something new and different and fresh is really hard to do. I dig it. I really do. I guess I'm in the minority on this one, but at least it's something cool and different. And I like dark covers, so that's cool. But I do actually like the coloring best on the trade dress version, and I like the trade dress. Mm-hmm. So I kind of that's the one I would want, and I'm sure that's the cheapest one. It's probably a $15 book.
Yeah, the trade dress is. I like the change. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what Zdarsky is going to bring to this after what he's done on Daredevil.
Let's see. I'm actually leaning more toward Mike. So this is going to be a split panel on this one.
Yeah.
And the reason why is obviously the other damn covers are not that great this week. So this is going to get a slight bump just for that reason. Second reason, I kind of dig the darkness look of it. It almost feels like a zombie Batman, what do you call it? Batman Who Laughs kind of version. But then when you really look at it, I think he's upside down.
Yeah,
but we're looking at it the other way.
Yeah, he's upside down.
Oh,
so he's actually like hanging. So it does feel like a zombie Batman is hanging like a bat.
He's hanging off a gargoyle.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazier than I thought, and so I'm just digging the just the difference that he has for this cover. No. Yes, I can see where a bit of the details are a little muddled. I get that, but yeah, I mean, I'm really not against this one, and but fucking 3 covers, man, I can't do it.
Question though, isn't that supposed to be a puddle?
What?
Like, to me, it looks like that that it's raining and that there's a puddle on the ground and you're seeing the reflection of the buildings.
I don't see rain.
Yeah, I don't see rain either. Yeah, I think he's just upside down. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think he's just upside down.
It reminds me of that new Matrix movie.
Oh. Ugh. Yeah. Don't remind me of that movie.
That movie sucked.
But yeah, it's not bad, honestly. I'm just, if it doesn't blow me out of the water, I can't buy a store exclusive.
Yeah, agreed.
But this is not bad. So if you think Batman 125 is going to be anything, and you like Jiang's artwork, then this is something for you. I'm actually surprised Rob didn't like the purple one.
That's the only thing I like, to be honest.
I told you, I knew it. All right. Oops. Shoot. What did I do?
Fail.
That was a fail. Sorry. Close it
We
out.
might need to do a speed round here, gents.
Yeah, let's go. All right, we've got the. Oh my god, I don't
Oh,
even
I
know
can
what
make this one fast. Nope.
Archie's.
No. You're talking to Mr. He-Man right here. We're not slow.
Pass.
Okay.
Bro, you good.
Oh, then I'll talk then.
Big Rob, go for it, please.
Rob, go for it.
Okay, so they actually came out with a Jughead before this, and so it's
wait, like this?
Yeah.
F me, bro.
Jughead it was a He-Man basically. Jughead was He-Man. So basically, what they did was they sold you the regular color trade one, and there was a set with the second one, which and on the Jughead was a silver, and the third was a gold, but it was not available for purchase. That was randomly given to 25 customers who purchased the regular trade, and they will randomly get the gold. So that would just take a random prize. So, and they're doing the same thing for this one. That's why it says random free gold chase. So that's so the trade is only 250. The on this one is like a metallic. That's 50, and then the other one's 25 randomly. So the Jughead so the set sold out pretty quickly. They're still available on the trade. So it's really tempting. Because I'm a big Master Universe. I love the Master Universe aesthetics of the card. So I would consider this possibility buying it. I really don't buy a lot of store exclusives, and it's very limited. So I might jump at this. I'm not sure. We'll see. I like it.
If they did this with DC incentives, that would be 10 times better than almost 90% of their fucking incentives. And it would make more sense because DC and Motu had a crossover.
Yeah, true.
So I'm just like, how does Archie outdo DC? So I mean, I'm a big Motu fan too. When I saw, I was like, what? And the fact that there's 25 gold chase versions that they give away, basically, just to randomly people who purchased it, that is awesome. The fact that it's also very limited, that's awesome too. The fact that it's Archie though,
I know.
Great concept.
Yes.
Great little game. Cool rarity. Terrible cover.
Bad delivery.
It's a little unfortunate.
And I'm so sick of the action figure thing.
Well,
my God, enough. Just go buy action figures.
John Tyler Christopher, does it better than anyone.
I'm trying to buy comics, not action figures. Just let me buy comics.
Look at that Snake Mountain, Jesus Christ.
Holy cow.
I don't know. And it's not even really all that good. And I like Archie. I collect Golden Age Archie. I like Archie.
Man, Rob, how many books do you got behind you? Holy cow.
Yeah, this is I wish, but if I already missed Archie, then I'm out. Or Jughead.
Yeah.
Anybody else? No? Done?
No, let's go.
Moving on.
All right, we got Ultimate Comics store exclusive by Art Adams. It is the was the X-Men Hellfire Saga #1. Limited 2,750. It's got the color is this 2,000 and the black and white's the 750, the sketch.
Oh yeah.
Mike.
I love the old school look. It would be really cool if this were just a regular cover and we could just all go buy this.
Rather
than have it be store exclusive for whatever this is going to cost. Because that's what I would buy. I would buy that copy of it. But I would
this have been a better 1 in 25?
Yes, I think so.
1,000%.
I agree too.
Yeah.
It almost looks like one of Art Adams like hidden gems.
Yeah.
It does. And it has that sort of like X-Men 100 sort of feel to it.
Yes.
Which I dig too. And I actually don't mind the black and white, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that's cool.
I like it.
That looks like OA. That doesn't look like just a shit sketch cover like I get so many times with black and whites. That looks like the actual original art.
You can see the lines in the trees.
Yeah. That little extra panel in the bottom corner, which is on the back cover, I'm assuming in this case, because I assume this is a wraparound, is kind of cool. Just a little extra little nugget. I actually dig this. This This isn't terrible. I don't think I would pay store exclusive price for it though. I wish this were just, you know, the A cover, and then maybe the black and white could have been an incentive. That could have been cool.
1 in 10.
Yeah, that would have been badass. I would have liked that a lot. And so in that way, that would have been a home run for me. As a store exclusive, it is a strikeout. So.
Big Rob.
Art's awesome. Store exclusive sucks. So that's it. Yeah, I'm out.
Anthony.
Reminds me, like what Mike said, you know, of the classic X-Men books. I tend to like the color one definitely better than the black and white. And to me, this cover is better than the other one that we saw earlier by Arthur Adams. And I wish this was a standard cover price, because I would definitely snatch this up, maybe even two, because I like the wraparound. You know, it looks really good.
I mean, you have to be a fan of the older kind of Bronze Age art to like this. If you don't like that style, you're not going to like this cover.
No, my favorite stories, I mean, even though I don't have any of them, I think I only have one, is X-Men 94 and all the way through the Dark Phoenix saga. That's my favorite run.
Yeah,
like Claremont,
John Byrne.
Yeah.
Tough to beat. One of the best story arcs of all time.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't make comic books like that anymore.
They certainly don't.
I mean, I do like, you know, his Silvestri / Jim Lee run, but the Claremont Byrne run is one of the best runs in comic history. So,
yeah, I'm actually tempted. I really like this cover. I like the fact that back part it has that little, you know, like a little section there of art, and it feels very pulpy, right? Yeah. Like that's what the old pulpy books used to have, like the little, you know, bubbles of different art.
Yeah.
So I would be tempted. I don't know how much it is, so I'd have to look. And I have to look at the guts too to see if it's worth it. But God, I'd be tempted. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, well, it is what it is. So
yeah, this clearly isn't meant for everyone. This is meant for, you know.
And I would get both too.
That's
my problem.
Yeah, in this case, I'd get both too. But this would be another one of those cases of a buy what you like thing. This has to hit you. This has to hit you in the nostalgia. If it doesn't, then
who knows? Because I saved money this week on incentives, I might actually get set. Who knows?
$24.99 is a bit on the pricier side, but it's not bad.
How much is it?
$24.99
for the both?
No, for just the color.
Trade.
Oh, okay. So it's probably like
50.
Yeah, 50. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. 60.
Yeah. Okay, maybe. I think about that really. So we got Amazing Spider-Man number 7 by Mike Mayhew. It is limited to 800 copies by store exclusive to KRS, Eastside, Comic Mint, and Mutant Beaver. Anthony.
I like the homage cover. You know, definitely wondering obviously about the whole thing with the new costume and the goblin and stuff, because that's further ahead. I originally wasn't going to get Amazing Spider-Man after the whole Nick Klein thing, you know, and just how they botched everything up. But I love the story so far. But as far as this cover goes, it's all right. Not one of Mayhew's. He's done better, in my opinion. You know, I like the fact that he was trying, you know, with the, you know, you substitute the different Spider-Man costume, you know, the Hobgoblin for the new Spider-Man costume. But, you know, of course, it's, you know, it's all right.
Big Rob.
This shit is burned to death. This homage. I'm sorry.
I knew that was coming.
It's being what's that phrase? Being the dead horse with the state.
Being the dead horse. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one. This is the example of that saying.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it definitely skipped for me. No thanks.
How about you, Mike?
This does absolutely nothing for me. I want nothing to do with this from an artistic standpoint, from a book standpoint, from an homage standpoint. This is a big old no.
Right. Jeff?
Agreed. Shit. I mean, I love Spider-Man. I love the Hobgoblin number 238. I mean, this is not. I don't know why Spider-Man's looks so muted. Like his colors is it's just very muted. So I don't understand what that is.
Character, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're only up to issue 2 and they're delayed. Essentially something's gonna happen where I think Norman Osborn is, I guess, gonna be Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know he's making a spider suit, goblin spider suit or some shit like that. Yeah.
You know,
I guess so. Pass.
You know, and as much as I like Mayhew, that's
I don't know what book this is.
Wolverine 23.
Thank you. Wolverine 23 by Scott Williams. Another Bird City and 616 exclusive. Shit, Mike, go.
Scott Williams, kind of legendary. You know, especially on X-Men-y things. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a really good solid cover. I mean, it's nothing unique. This sort of pose has been done for Wolverine however many times, but it's a good solid cover. If it's inexpensive, I could see this doing well. Actually, if this is like $15-ish kind of dollars, 20, maybe even, I don't know what it is, but I could see it doing well. If it's more than that, I could see it sort of just getting pushed into the white noise category. But it's a good cut. I mean, this is good art.
Big Rob.
Solid book, like Mike said. Post has been done to a death, for sure. But nothing to hate about it. Art's solid. Everything's done well. This is not for me, but I'm pretty sure a lot of Wolverine fans will jump on this and pick it up. So hopefully they enjoy it.
Anthony.
I don't know if Scott Williams normally does his own work. I mean, this is the first I've seen. I know, like, he does inking for Jim Lee exclusively for God knows how long. Yeah. But it's nice to see, you know, his own work. It's like it's not original, but it's like what Mike and Rob said, it's a solid piece of work. I don't know if I would get it. I mean, $15 for the trade dress, you know, so it's standard, but I mean, we'll see.
I like it. Solid art. I wish there was a bloody version.
Yeah, it's a good.
That would be interesting. That would be
a bloody version with not just blood on the claws, but like blood on the uniform, blood on the mask, blood coming off him,
hair sticking out.
Yeah,
like that old,
yeah.
Like that old Finch Moon Knight with the bloody variant.
Oh, yes.
He's too clean.
Yes. Yeah. But I mean, I don't mind a clean version, but I also want a dirty version. I want that bloody maniacal version. So yeah. All right. We'll move on. How about a Godzilla Clayton Crane cover by it's Black Flag store exclusive. I don't know which Godzilla this is, so
I'll go check for you.
I think it's a one shot of Ghidorah or something like that.
Oh, it's Ghidorah versus Godzilla or some shit.
I think so. I can't remember. It's a Ghidorah one shot or something like that. Okay, it's fucking badass. If you're a Godzilla fan like me, you're gonna love this. It's really well done, really well executed. Godzilla looks great. King Ghidorah is one of the best character designs out there for creatures. His character design is just legendary, in my opinion, and it's awesome. It's a really well done book. It's awesome. Must buy for me.
The comic is Godzilla Rivals versus King Ghidorah.
Okay.
It is sold out.
Oh, peace out.
Yeah,
there you go.
I saved $25.
All versions sold out.
Yep.
That you already know this was probably one of our best covers this week.
This is the best cover of the week. This is crazy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And this
Mike.
is exactly where Clayton Crane should be. This is his spot. Monsters, man. He does it right. this is really, really well done. It's super detailed, tons of like drama, good coloring, really good rendering. This is painted, unless he's changed his style in the last year and does digital now. But I mean, I watched him at his table all weekend at Heroes Con do paintings. So, if this is legit painted the whole way through, it's good. Maybe it's enhanced digitally later, but this is a really good cover. This is really good. I can see why it's sold out. And with such a weak WEAK, this is this is the shining gem in the collection for the week. So yeah.
Yikes. Anthony.
I am a Godzilla fan. I mean, I don't collect Godzilla comics, but this is, you don't hear me say this much, but this is a badass cover. It's absolutely gorgeous, in its ferocity and, just showing all the three heads of King Ghidorah with Godzilla about to blast them to hell. And it's great. Absolutely great. On eBay, this thing is already going for there's 75, 90.
Hell no.
Yes.
Damn.
So those of you who are hoping for $25, forget about it.
Damn.
Yikes.
Damn.
Yeah, because this was a 850 print run.
Yep.
Okay. So
I'll tell you what, man. When Crane knocks you out, he really knocks you out.
Yes, he does. Yes. This is it's beautiful. As far as painters go, there are a number of good ones. I mean, like, to me, Alex Ross is at the top of the pack. Will always be at the top. Perillo's okay, in my opinion. Clayton Crane, Delato, they're really good. But this is like way up there. I mean, just Clayton Crane to me just took his art to another level with this. I mean,
I agree.
Because I've seen his work with Venom and with Carnage.
Just gonna say that.
And it's dark and it's bloody and stuff, but this, the details, the fire behind it, it's the Godzilla's back, his fins, just how King Ghidorah, the whole thing. It's a masterpiece. It really is. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue. This is probably one of Clayton Crane's best in the last year or so.
Maybe in his career.
Maybe more, yeah.
You might be absolutely right, because seriously, it's a definite improvement on the last. I can't even remember how long it's been where you see all his store exclusives. This is better than any of his Spider-Mans.
Yes, absolutely.
And I love some of his Spider-Mans.
Yeah, even Venom.
Freaking A. It's a good cover when you would just buy the print for this. If you just thought it was a print and that's it, this is an awesome print already. So yeah, this is a great cover. Good luck to anybody who wants to get one. So
yeah, it was shared at KRS and Comic Mint as well, and they're all sold out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Overseas probably then.
Yeah. Sad lemon.
UK there's one on eBay for UK for $45, and it's still going up.
Never underestimate the Godzilla fans.
Maybe it's Sad lemon, maybe. Yeah.
Yes, we're done.
Wow.
All right. Well, sorry. Mike.
All right. This week, Cover Fire is as much of a dumpster fire as anything else. But that's not my fault. I write them like I see them. That'll drop tomorrow. Cover Tunes is still on hiatus due to the newborn child. So it'll come back very, very soon. Probably, I would say next month. So look for July Cover Tunes. But for now, we're taking just a little break so I can spend some time with family. And yeah, that's where we are. Make sure you're tuning into CBSI. That's comicbookinvest.com every week, especially for your Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so that you are prepared for your LCS between Indie Spotlight and new comic book releases, and I guess my article and the Wednesday one. You'll be prepared for everything that's on the shelves.
Yes, go check
It's
them
all
out.
free content. All free content.
Man, I was so hoping to see the new Harley Quinn David Nakayama cover. Damn, man.
Sorry, my friend.
I'm getting that one. I'm jonesing for that one already.
So we got some upcoming shows. We are going to review Ms. Marvel episodes 1 and 2 on Wednesday of next week. This week. Oh my goodness. This week it's just started. And our review will start at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 7:30 Central time. And we will be joined by Shy Comic Girl Haley. This week we won't have Candace. We will have her joining us for the episode 3 review, and Alonzo and myself will be there. So if you love Miss Marvel, if you want to go check it out, please go watch it before you tune in, and we can review it and talk about it together. Okay, and we also have Big Rob.
Well, this is Mr. Rogue's Law. We'll be presenting a movie show review of Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 4. So he'll give you the lowdown. He'll break down the episode and give you his opinion.
It'll be on Wednesday, right after our review of Ms. Marvel. It'll be at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. So tune in.
And I'll be there too.
Oh, Anthony will be there too. There you go. And this week, Anthony, I know you probably don't know yet, but we are going to have a mono-mail call anyways. We don't have the person here, but luckily for us Team Nerd Herd folks panel, and for all of you, we're gonna have Inja Binja on our show, so she's gonna be our mono-mail call guest. I can't wait to talk to her. I can't wait till she beheads JR on live. So can't wait for it. You got to tune in for that. That's some worthy cringe-worthy stuff going on for JR. So
I'll jump in on the chat just for that. I won't be able to do the show.
And we have an announcement. What do we got, Anthony?
Let me see. Okay, we are teaming up with Bird City Comics. And if you go on their web store and enter the code, it's TNH10. Sorry, my camera's blocking part of my screen. You can save 10%. Okay, so check them out. Okay, they have some great store exclusives. Okay.
We saw some better than
some of the ones. Yeah, we saw a couple today, but they have even better ones on their site. So go check them out.
We weren't real nice. They might revoke this 10% after tonight.
Anthony said it. I didn't say it. I said some of the ones that we saw today were good.
Remember, I'm the relief pitcher. Okay, I came in place of Alonzo.
We need we need a right-hander.
But no, they got some great books. Okay, Anthony and Laura, they if you check them out on Instagram, if there's nothing if you see something and you can't find it, hit them up. They could have some extra stash available. They're really great people. All right, so don't hesitate to use the code. Yeah. All right, they're fantastic. They do a lot for the comic community, and they're great. They're funny and stuff. So.
Yeah, you can also check them out on YouTube on Nearing Nirvana and Comic Book Women, I believe.
Yeah, definitely check that out. Yeah. Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yes.
Great shows for those.
Thank you, Bird City Comics. Thank you, Aunt and Laura, for the TNH 10% discount. And I think that is it for today. Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to be on Whatnot on Friday. So far, I've been doing it on Fridays over the last couple of weeks. So I've been doing fairly okay. Not great, but okay, So just trying to do it weekly. That's essentially why I'm not able to be on when you guys with Mondo Mail Call, because I'm busy the night before. So
that is not a problem. Yeah. You got to do what you got to do today.
Yeah. So 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern.
There you go.
Perfect. Right. Anybody else have anything to say?
If you want to do it right, buy what you like. Cover horse for
life.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, Alonzo, over in Vegas. Drive safe, and we'll see you all on Wednesday.
Buenos nachos, people.
See
Later.
Y'all.